I was born in 1930 on my aunt's chicken farm at Bertaldine. After national service, I went back to work as a painter, decorator, sign writing, graining, that kind of thing. And around about 1960, I went to an evening class which was run by the extramural department of Manchester University about post-impressionism. Went to the library, got some books, and one of them was Patrick Heron's The Changing Forms of Art. And then I knew two other people who were vaguely interested in painting, and some Sundays we would head off into the Lake District and start. And so, working with tubes of paint, I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed using the paint as much as what I was doing, really, in some ways, I suppose. And so coming down to St Ives and started painting using powder colours and Stand oil, and you put the powder down, made a little hole, filled it with Stand oil, very much like mixing polyfiller in a way, and mixed it well, and the optimum was powder to liquid, really. You had to get the optimum amount of powder in there with a palette knife. And then you could thin it down to whatever you wanted, consistency you wanted the paint to do. And I worked with Mars yellow, Mars brown, black and white, and ochre for a while, earth colours, because I was living in the landscapes which were all brown, and met John Wells, Dennis Mitchell, various people, Alexander Mackenzie, and decided not to follow a constructivist line, really. I'm from Gabbo. It was very influential down here, I think, and started drawing with the figure, the female figure, and latterly the male figure, standing, seating, reclining, in various techniques, pen and wash, oil, charcoal. I like working in series in a way. They're not linked, but the general idea is all around the figure. And so I started adding some gold leaf, and they became rather, I call them romantic paintings. And I thought they were getting just a little bit funny in that way that you do when you look at something. And so this is kind of like something which I've thought about. And you can say that in some ways the painting ugly side comes along, and I started just producing work which wasn't, it's really difficult to understand, really. Work came along, it just developed, and there's the romantic paintings, the other paintings, but the painting ugly was just a term I used to myself. It's not meant to be taken literally, it's just something different than using a skyline with a sky, a landscape and a figure or as regards Cumbria, figures and lakes, etc. And it's a really interesting concept, that to try and get something into a painting which at first sort of throws you back a little bit, and then later on when you look at it again and again something else comes through, and it's that undefinable thing which I think artists are trying for in their work. It's something you can't define. Sketchbooks are not meant to be seen really or shown. You take bits of them and add them onto fragments into a painting at some point. Sketches are done quickly with not much thought of any finish, just an idea, just to capture something, a glimpse maybe, a glimpse of something. The drawings are not from life. Some are, maybe some are quickly. This could be part of a skyline series, figure and skyline series. Whereas the figure becomes amorphous and the skyline, not photographically real, but it is a skyline of a place. I'd like to develop this into figure and garden. So I'd just like to suggest a garden. So it's just doing odd drawings to kind of get those ideas coming through. These are Janet again, lots of Janet drawings. These are the Northern Fells, Janet, above Bassenthwaite Lake, where we go walking. This is Low Fell, which we like to walk if the weather's right. These overlapping shapes of the fells suggest a figure, a torso maybe, parts of a torso. Yeah. Done very quickly, just putting down the feel of the fells really, that's what you want. Loweswater, part of Loweswater, there, with the hills behind. This is more of the fells. Snow, it must be. We've been going for about 5 years walking over Christmas, over 15 years rather, and there's been no snow for the past 5. Sprinkling on the tops, but nothing much really. This is part of Latterhead, the barns. They've been converted now in the past couple of years. This is part of an interior from Sheila Collier's barn house. That's Porthmere, storm at Porthmere. An odd one out. Part of Low Fell again. It's the fells. Northern. And this is the yellow house at, I call it the yellow house anyway, at High Lawton, which is, there's High Lawton and Low Lawton, we generally stay. So there we have a sketchbook, which they're really satisfying to do. They're nice things to have, sketchbooks. And here are some examples which I coloured in with crayon or oil, not watercolour because this is water based. So the oil pastels don't dissolve the water based line. And here we have some sort of examples. All done very quick. Right, these are all drawn from life, if you like. They're quick, again, quite quick. Not much of Sketchbook because some of these I show. And they're pen and ink, charcoal, mixed media. This one's had an oil wash on it, an oil glaze. This one is just quick, very direct. Pen, wash, some washes, and then some oil stick down here. So that's it. And the same with this one, just a quick drawing with white oil stick rubbed in, blue over the brown, blue over, and some ochre. They're just done very quick. Once the drawing's done, the original pen and ink, then I can fill in. And sometimes I'll work on them after a month or 2 months, pull them out and work on them. And this is old. That's quite old. So you only get 3 or 4 from every 10 or 12 that you do, which you kind of like enough to frame and show. You can build up quite a drawer full of drawings over a period of 3 months when you draw once a week or twice a week for an hour, or just a line with the mouth and the curled fingers. This is pastel, which has been fixed. This is just drawn straight, again with some oil stick. But this is just done in one go, very quick. Pen ink's really nice to draw with because, unlike charcoal where you can smudge it, and pen and ink is what it is. The line, when it's on there, it's on. Which canson paper, it's made really for pastel work. But I use the smooth side. It takes a nice pen and ink line, and it's acid free. This again, the ink is spread here, which I quite like. I like that one. Just nice with those 2 colours there, and this shape here coming down. That's another one. Put the features in there. That's mixed media, charcoal, lots of charcoal. Hasn't been fixed. Very quick, done very quick with this pink oil stick. Nice. Just a slight grey wash down there, and the eyes rubbed in. Curled up, probably cold. Reading a book. That's charcoal. And quite strong drawing. They don't get worked up into paintings, they're just left as drawings really.